This is the ChinaAcademy.org providing up-to-date analysis and on-the-ground sentiments from China. Today, we're diving into the story of Julian Assange, the founder of WikiLeaks, an error corrected by the West, who has recently pleaded guilty to a serious charge under the US Espionage Act. The video is an adaptation of an article on our website originally authored by a Chinese influencer with millions of followers, Arcel Rovsio. As reported, Assange remained calm during the proceedings, occasionally smiling and responded to the judge's questions with brief statements. He acknowledged his role as a journalist, encouraging informants to obtain and report classified information. Assange asserted this was a matter of free speech under the First Amendment, but conceded it violated the Espionage Act. Assange founded WikiLeaks in 2006. The site exposed numerous US diplomatic cables and classified military documents, shedding light on US war crimes during the Afghan and Iraq wars. One of the most infamous was the collateral murder video, showing US troops shooting at civilians in Iraq, including 2 Reuters employees. Assange's actions made him a target for the US government, leading to 18 criminal charges against him. In 2012, Assange sought asylum in the Ecuadorian embassy in London, where he stayed for 7 years. In April 2019, Ecuador withdrew its asylum and British police arrested him, initiating a lengthy legal battle over his extradition to the US. He spent 1,901 days in a tiny cell in Belmarsh prison, isolated for 23 hours a day. Weeks before Assange's hearing, the full list of over 150 high-profile celebrities allegedly tied to Jeffrey Epstein was revealed. Despite the uproar, some claimed this exposure demonstrated the US's robust error correction mechanism. I wonder if they have ever been reminded of Julian Assange, and whether they would feel even a hint of shame for their shameless remarks adulating their utopia. If there was indeed any error correction mechanism, it was Trump's close victory over Hillary in 2016 with the help of the email scandals. WikiLeaks played a crucial role in exposing these emails around 2016. Despite Donald Trump's campaign promises to jail Clinton, the fallout included mysterious deaths, Assange's imprisonment, and Epstein's suicide in custody. Political scandals are dissolved by media influence and societal divisions. However, the fundamental power structures remain intact. So what brought Julian Assange to the front of the stage to challenge this structure? For the full story and deeper insights, click here and visit our website. In the post-Cold War era, 2 main challenges emerged to Western hegemony: extremism and information anarchism. While extremism attacks from the outside, information anarchism, embodied by figures like Assange, strikes at the heart from within. Julian Assange emerged in the early days of the Internet, a time brimming with utopian visions of a free flow of information. WikiLeaks' early releases were explosive. They exposed US war crimes in Iraq and Afghanistan, along with diplomatic cables that painted an unflattering picture of American foreign policy. Assange quickly became a household name, a hero to some, a villain to others. He forced the world to confront uncomfortable truths about powerful institutions. However, Assange's motivations became a subject of debate. Some saw him as a voluntary warrior for freedom, a lone wolf fighting the system. Others saw him as something more opportunistic. Despite using WikiLeaks disclosures against Clinton, Trump distanced himself from Assange after his arrest. Similarly, Ecuador ceased to support Assange after a leadership change. The UK, pressured by political reasons, acted as the US's spearhead. Traditional political entities exploit third-party cyber forces but do not tolerate their existence. Edward Snowden was another example. Both represented a new kind of power that could breach the carefully controlled information hierarchies of traditional politics. It exposed the invisible politics and deep state that operate behind the facade of liberal democracy. After disclosing Hillary Clinton's emails, the New York Times was co-opted with the US government to filter and determine which emails could be disclosed and which could not. Technological regulations like this have satisfied the public requirement for right to know while avoiding substantial risks. Similarly, as the existence of Julian Assange posed a threat to the US after the email disclosure, he was accused of raping by Swedish authorities and arrested by the UK police. The entire process is a result of the Unity's internal technological regulations. Julian Assange is often portrayed as a voluntary warrior for freedom, but in reality, he represents a lamentable correction made by a society that deems him an error. Assange is an error corrected by the West, as anyway, his lengthy detention has ended. Julian Assange is now in Australia. Free, for now.
Dive into thechinaacademy.org for detailed reports and analysis from the business, technology and innovation world of China.